The second you step on, you're kind of family. In terms of programming, what I really liked is that they're not just riding. They're learning to groom the horses. They're learning to saddle the horses. There's games they do on horses. Well, like lots of young girls, my daughter loves horses, and my dad had horses. She took riding lessons. I live in a town, but I don't have a horse. So I wanted to find her kind of this place where she could explore that love of horses, have one of those experiences like, wow, I actually got to do that, and just something she would remember for the rest of her life. So I wanted her to find that place, with girls that have that similar mindset, that enjoyed the same thing she does. And I found Wildhorse Camp. Probably sounds totally cheesy, but when I tell you it's a place that's pure magic, it is. Right when you kind of pull up, you see this huge herd of horses, and it is magical to watch them. I love how they walk up to Diane, and I swear they just know that she is somebody amazing. Her whole family is kind of involved in this, like her son. The horses remember that he has treats in his pocket, and it's just one of those places. Like, I wish I had that when I was a kid. I wish I went there, but it's a pretty amazing place. Honestly, I was looking looking everywhere for something, and I happened to see an article in our local paper about this place, about Diane and Bear. And what kind of attracted me is I read that they rehabilitated a bunch of the horses that are in their herd. And I really liked how they talked about it and how they advocated for horses, and just kind of this whole Western lifestyle, that she would kind of be immersed in that, and have more than just riding, like for an hour. I wanted her to have that whole experience. And that's really what kind of drew me there. Plus the scenery. Rocky Mountain House is absolutely gorgeous. It's in the mountains, and I just knew that place was where I wanted her to be. Well, I was kind of worried about her, to be honest. I thought she'd be that kid that was going to be homesick and calling home and saying, "Mom, come get me." But we pulled up, and then there's all these girls standing around. You could see the horses, and as you're driving in, and right away she was made to feel welcome. Here, throw your stuff on a wagon. Kind of met up with a few of the girls and started chatting, and just right away she felt like home. Like, I don't even think she noticed I left. Anyway, she just had probably the most amazing time there, just from the second she stepped there. Well, I liked it so much. I think she's been there 5 times. I also went with her on a Mother's Day retreat. I like it that much. I guess, Chloe, I can't say enough how wonderful Diane and Bear are. They are truly some of the most amazing people you will ever meet your whole life. They're so passionate about the horses, and they're passionate about the people that come there. They know their names, like not just the horses, they know the people's names that come there. And the second you step on, you're kind of family. In terms of programming, what I really liked is that they're not just riding. They're learning to groom the horses. They're learning to saddle the horses. There's games they do on horses. And, in Alberta, weather happens. And on these rainy days, they're able to do these kind of creative things. They do weaving willow crafts. They do painting. There's never really a loss of something to do there. As I kind of mentioned earlier, it is so beautiful. My personal favorite place there is the Dragon Forest. I absolutely it's magic. You walk there and you feel like you're in a different time and place. It kind of takes you away a little bit. Otherwise, with the programming, it's really accessible, from girls that have maybe never been on a horse before to maybe somebody like my daughter that's pretty experienced, to that full all-out seasoned cowgirl. There's kind of something I think everybody would find there. I kind of like how she teaches the girls, again, beyond riding. It's how to connect with the horses, like how you speak with them, your body language. She does energy work, groundwork with them. It's just really such an unbelievable experience there. So I can't say enough about how wonderful that place is. very simply, she likes the time with the horses. They kind of, how it's worked in the past is they kind of pair off with a horse, and they have that same horse that entire time that they're there. So in each of the times my daughter's been back, she's been paired with this horse, Ghost. And to see that connection between my daughter and Ghost, it's really beautiful. And it's cool. Like, I swear he recognizes her, even though he might not see her, for quite some time. Probably the friendships, that's the other thing. She kind of met this group of girls, and they called themselves the Greasy Gang, and they stuck together through several summers. They would coordinate and they'd go at the same time, and there's pictures posted about them. So kind of the friendship, the time with the horses, and just the really the whole experience. That's what she loves. I think because I noticed this tremendous difference in her, like almost you could see the confidence go up, the true joy to be there. Like, she just got to be a kid, you unplug, you disconnect, and you just get to have fun out there. And I just knew that was her place. She was excited to go. She started saving her money to go. She wanted that for her birthday gifts. Like, that's just, I knew that was her place. So I guess that confidence is a huge thing. For me, is not only with the horses. Like, I was blown away at her confidence being around them, her competence, her resiliency, leadership. I guess you could almost say like this place kind of gave her wings a little bit. Like, I really just saw her blossom and just become quite the very awesome young lady. And I think they teach you there to manage problems, like, kind of on the fly. If something happens, you learn to cope with this. You learn to kind of give everything your best effort, to try hard, and kind of, you really see what you put in is what you get out of it. So she's picked up a lot of really tremendous skills there beyond just horsemanship, but life, I guess. Resiliency, that resilience and that mental fitness, I guess, just kind of this way to center yourself, to connect with nature. Like, I think she really would have missed out on so much of that. Honestly, to encourage them to just go there, be open to experience everything, soak it all in, and make the most of every moment you're there, because it seems like it's going to be a long time, but it isn't. And it just will fly by. And just go there with kind of that open mind and open heart, and soak every minute in. I guess I would say it's one of those places that can change your life. It's a very life-changing place. And it's a place I think that would hold, my daughter and even myself, like, I will hold on to that for a very long time. It's a special place. I think there's very few special people out there like Diane and Bear, and any child that gets to go to that camp is a tremendous opportunity for them. She tells people how absolutely wonderful it is, like how much she loves it and how much she can't wait to go back. She kind of progressed as a camper. She started out as kind of that intro basic, then she did a trail riding, and then she went up into junior counselor. So she tells people about this all the time. She just loves it.